What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. If I look a little funny to you yet again, it's because I'm not wearing any lashes. Since after shooting this video, I'm heading over to my parents' house so my mom can help me get my hair under control. That's why it's wrapped. So let's get into it with a recap of the second episode of Vanderpump Rules. Unfortunately, this episode yet again revolved around the rumor that Jack spread in episode 1 about Brittany and Kristen. So Lisa sets the tone off when she gets everyone together and tells them about this charity event she's having for World Dog Day. And towards the end of letting them know about this charity and how she would need them to help her out and stuff like that, she essentially throws shade at Brittany, talking about, oh, I know you're really giving or something like that. And Brittany, outside after the meeting to Scheana, she starts crying about it and talking about how Jack is an awful boyfriend for spreading this rumor about her, how her boss and everybody else knows, and it makes her feel really, really embarrassed. And Scheana pumps her up to go talk to Jax about it, and she also offers her her couch as well if she needs a place to stay and get her space from Jax Taylor. Next up, the two Toms head on their monthly heterosexual spa date where they insist it's completely platonic. Right. While there, the two Toms discuss Schwartz's upcoming wedding to Katie, and Sandoval asks him whether or not he's really sure that he wants to go through with it. And Schwartz says, yeah, I do want to marry Katie, but I'm not gonna lie, I have had some like cold feet and second thoughts, and it's presumably because he secretly wants to elope with Sandoval. And then we finally get to see Stassi's gorgeously decorated apartment when Katie comes over to talk wedding plans with her. And then over at Sir, James pulls Scheana aside to issue a fake apology that Scheana sees completely right through and tells him, you know what, whatever. The one that you should really apologize to is Katie because you called her fat and pregnant. And so James, accepting that Scheana wasn't going to say yes to his apology, was like, okay, fine, I'll talk to her next. And then in La La Land, she head out to lunch with her mom and pretty much broke down talking about how she turned into a person that is not representative of who she truly is. And then her mom tells her, hey, why don't you like cut back on the drinking, because I think it might have something to do with, you know, all of your drinking. And then Lala agrees as she simultaneously orders a Pinot Grigio. Now we're back in Sir, where Lisa asks Scheana about that rumor that Jack spread about Brittany and Kristen, and it turns into this really odd, like forced stage like set of scenes where pretty much everyone who currently or has ever in the history of the world worked at Sir is gossiping about this petty rumor. And you know, all sorts of languages. We saw them gossip about it in Spanish as well. It was funny, but it was like really fake at the same time. And of course, the two of them discuss how immature and like shitty it is of Jax to spread that rumor about his own girlfriend. And speaking of girlfriend, Brittany went over to confront Jax at the restaurant while he was at the bar with Tom Sandoval about the rumor. And so Jax pretty much blew her off immediately. He's like, you know what? I'm tired of hearing about this. We're not gonna fight about this all the damn time. Listen, like, get over it. We're in LA, shit happens. And she's like, but I'm upset about it. Like, these are my feelings. And he's like, fuck your feelings, essentially. And then Sandoval, being the upstanding man that he is, went up and interrupted the conversation to tell Brittany that he apologizes at the very least for passing on the information that Jax had given him. And Brittany accepts his apology, but remains pissed off at Jax. After that blow up fight, Brittany went over to like the back area where Lisa was like creating a floral mural, and Lisa asked her to water one of the plants, and then Britt was visibly upset. So Lisa had her sit down and they talked about the rumor, and Brittany explained that it was an exaggeration, a complete lie, and that Jax hurt her feelings. Lisa told her she could agree and see where she was coming from. And then at the end of it, she joked, she's like, why Kristen of all people? And the two of them laughed it off. And even though Brittany was feeling a little bit better after like getting everything off her chest with Lisa, she still decided to crash at Scheana and Mike's place. So we saw her wake up from their couch and head back over to the apartment that she shares with Jax, who was fast asleep in his fitted dress shirt and like massive watch. Nothing to see here, just a man sleeping like any other man sleeps, and confronts him yet again about this rumor. And at this point, I'm like, shut up. We need a new storyline here. This is so tired and boring and no one cares. You guys are all too old for this at this point. Like, stop, move on. Either accept his apology or leave him. And again, Jack shuts her down. He's like, listen, I saw what I saw, okay? And I'm not gonna apologize for seeing what I saw and telling people about it. Take it or leave it. And of course, Brittany takes it because it comes with a reality television career. Then we're back to Katie's apartment, and her and Schwartz are putting together her bridesmaid invitations that she wants to send out to the girls and talking about their wedding budget, in addition to her calling the venue to secure their deposit. So it comes out that Schwartz is a bit of a frugal person, which I think is super important. There always needs to be that one frugal person in a relationship to keep you guys from spending off the rail. At this point, Tom brings up the idea of a prenup to Katie, who actually surprisingly agrees. And then she asks the question that we're all asking ourselves, which is, what assets are you protecting, Tom? Like, really, like, are you going to be inheriting something that we don't know about? Because as it stands, you probably have a lot more to gain in a divorce than Katie does. So that was interesting, and he was actually really happy that she accepted the whole prenup thing, no questions asked, and you know, love is in the air at that point. James and Lala had been noticeably quiet this entire episode, but the two of them popped back up over in James's apartment, where he is casually doing yoga on his balcony in full clothes, jeans and sneakers like everyone else who does yoga. And then Lala walks in with her full-blown gypsy attire, and the two of them discuss music that they've made in the past and music that they want to continue making and in the future. And of course, he was also tasked with being the DJ at Lisa's big Dog Day Festival fundraiser. So while there, news comes out that the night before, James had actually been put into a headlock at SUR by one of his friends. And it's like, this guy is always in some sort of trouble. Like, what's wrong with him? He's so insane. Lisa pretty much tells the person who confronted her with the news that if she finds out that James had anything to do with it, like he provoked the person or whatever, he's out of there. Like, no more drama with him. And I'm Team Lisa on that one. The guy is a pain in the ass, and she's been more than great to his family by, like, first of all, employing him there and putting him on her television show. When James tells his side of the story, he's talking to Sandoval, and he's like, oh my god, I didn't even do anything, I didn't provoke him, and he just put me in a headlock. You know why? I think he's jealous because I'm a young, hot DJ, I'm killing the game, and then the editors had to be real shady by cutting real quick to a clip of James, like, on the microphone, like, okay, the owner of a Toyota, I've got your keychain, it's got a Mickey Mouse on it, come get it by the DJ booth, come and get it, folks. They were really, really messy with him, because you know what they did later on in the episode as well that I died at? They also showed a clip of James on the microphone, like, all right, folks, great party, don't forget to clean up your dog poop, everybody, don't forget. It was like, okay, hot DJ. And Sandoval himself said, jealous of what? Like, you're not Steve Aoki, you're not Calvin Harris, like, jealous of what, James? So when James finally has a moment of break during his time as a hotshot DJ, you know, helping people find their keys and reminding people to clean up dog poop, he finds Katie over in the crowd and apologizes to her for calling her fat, telling her she looked pregnant the last episode. And Katie, of course, and rightfully so, refuses to accept his apology, tells him he's an all-around shitty person and that he should just stay the hell away from her at that point because he's not sincere and he's just gonna do the same shit again. And James admitted in his own confessionals with us that, yeah, he still does feel that she's fat, blah, 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 and all these other mean things that have no business being aired out on television. It's really rude. When Kristen and Stassi finally make their way over to the party, Stassi, first of all, looked gorgeous. Like, when she was posing with that puffy, I was like, yes, girl, you better serve it. And she insisted that the two of them go say hi to Lisa, let her know that they were present to support her, the cause, and her event. Lisa threw shade pretty much like the second she saw them. She was talking to her friend Joyce, who used to be a co-star of hers on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's like, oh, fuck, these bitches are coming here. And when they went over there, she's kind of like, okay, thanks for coming. Oh, you donated a few dollars? You could donate a few more, bitches. And I was dying. And then she throws the best little shade at Kristen about that rumor that Jax made up about her and Brittany, and it completely flies over her stupid ass head. And Stassi had to let her know, like, girl, listen, Lisa's making fun of you, just so you know. And it was hilarious because Kristen started squirming and it made Lisa laugh a lot. And also at the festival, we saw Jax and Schwartz sit down together, and Jax was trying to talk him out of marriage in general. And it's like, Jax, you are like a hair away from 40 with literally nothing to show for it but a reality television and a few mugshots. So no one is rushing to take advice from you anytime soon. And speaking of Jax, Kristen invited everyone back over to her home after the festival just to wind down as a sort of unofficial after party kind of thing. And she pulled Jax aside to her balcony with her boyfriend Carter and told him to stop spreading that stupid rumor, not even just for herself, but because it's hurting his own girlfriend Brittany. And she's like, you know what, like, what you saw is a lie, like, stop spreading rumors, this is your girlfriend, like, why would you want to hurt her, blah, 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 blah. And Jax again was like, I saw what I saw, I'm not crazy, I saw what I saw and I'm not taking it back. And the episode pretty much ends from there. Like I told you guys, I really, really hope this does not carry on to a third episode because it was already barely enough content for one episode. And like at 2, you're already like, I'm all ready to hear with this fucking rumor. And if it comes again in the 3rd episode, you guys, I am like throwing in the white towel. No more of it. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. You can also like this video, subscribe for more, share it with your friends, and follow me across social media as well, where I do love chatting with you. That's all for now, and I thank you so much for watching.